everyone, it's Darkseeker here again. Welcome back for another video. Happy Friday to all of you. Hope you're all having a wonderful start to your weekend. Today I'm playing Poison's Shudderwock Shaman deck. Poison is a really cool and creative Hearthstone player who has been feeding me these really interesting, really fun, really creative decks. And this deck right here is his Shudderwock Shaman. On the surface it looks like a standard Shudderwock Shaman. You have the Shudderwock. You have Reno Jackson. Great for healing. Means you can survive against aggro. Dig a little closer into the deck. What else do we have? We have the quest. I like the quest. Means you can double your battle cries. Doubling a lower Theb battle cry can just be game winning in certain matchups. Let's dig a little further. What else do we have in the deck? Well, you have Ice Fishing, which can get you 5 months of Flurgl and Toxfin. That is now my favourite combo in all of Hearthstone. But there are some more interesting cards in this deck if you keep digging a bit further. Bandersmosh. That's a 5 cost legendary. Each turn it's in your hand, transform it into a 5/5 copy of a random legendary minion. Lots of fun potential there. I have never played Bandersmosh as far as I can remember over the years. I don't think I've ever played Bandersmosh in a ladder deck that I've then published in a video. So this is great. And then, if you keep digging, another interesting card, Mankrik, is in this deck. You see Mankrik played a lot in standard mode. Battle Cry, help Mankrik find his wife. She was last seen somewhere in your deck. And of course, Mankrik will essentially shuffle into your deck, come flying out and go face. I have a habit of putting multiple Mankriks in my deck, and that negates the Reno healing effect, but it's all in good fun, right? So let's have a look at this little clip here against an even hunter. Credit to my opponent for being an even hunter. But 5 months of Flurgl Toxfin combo saves the day. Absolutely beautiful. And if you want evidence that Bandersmosh is a great card, Seer Mat through Bandersmosh can just save the day and win you the game too. Absolutely love it. Now, our opponent would continue to persevere, but Reno Jackson in a deck like this is just often an instant win against aggro. Particularly if you're on an empty board and they have no follow-up. So, versus the even hunter, we did pretty well. And Bandersmosh really helped us out. Alright, it is a time for a druid. And this scares me a little because if it's aggro druid, yes, we have Reno, yes, we have the ability to clear or devolve boards, but I would be scared about being overwhelmed by an aggro druid. I'm keeping Bandersmosh just because I love Bandersmosh so much. I'm just genuinely curious to see what options we get offered by Bandersmosh as these turns progress. If it's Jade Druid, I'm less scared. Jade Druid hopefully should give us a little bit of time to play our battle cry cards and to set up for the Shudderwock. Ooh, Refarm. Now that would be interesting. If only we could play Refarm. We don't have the mana. It's unfortunate. Okay, so slow start. We have the Mana Tide Totem. We're going to get our card draw here, which is absolutely fine. Enough time here, so just gather our resources, just chill out, take things quite leisurely. Ferocious Howl, Spellstone, making me think Jade Druid, but it may not be Jade Druid. There could well be something else at play here. We shall find out, though. How long can this go on? Probably for quite some time. If our opponent is Jade Druid and Jade Blossom, okay. Perhaps an indicator it's Jade Druid. Hakar! Oh, I'm so tempted to play Hakar here, but I am concerned that that may not work out well for me. Hakar. If we end up shuffling Corrupted Bloods into our deck and we start drawing them, then we're no longer a Reno deck, right? And that's problematic. We're not a Highlander deck. And we want to avoid that. I do feel like multiple lower Theb turns is going to be helpful. Although I've just board locked myself by pressing the hero power button, and that means I can't play lower Theb again next turn. So maybe a misplay there. Maybe. That's going to be annoying. I have Devolving Missiles, but do I want to play Devolving Missiles on that? I guess we just trade off here? Or maybe I just do the Devolving Missiles. See what I can hit. Is there going to be a better target for Devolving Missiles? Okay. That's fine. At least none of those have none of those minions we devolved have 5 health, right? So it's progress. We still can't kill anything off on our board, so still can't play the lower Theb. However, we could very well be setting up for a lurker below turn. Interesting. Vargoth into Branching Paths. Trading, good. Okay. Whenever you see Vargoth and Branching Paths, you get scared, right? Particularly if they buff the attack power. Because you think that they're going to go face and kill you. Because Branching Paths attack power buff on a board of taunts is sometimes lethal for Jade Druid. Unexpected lethal. Anyway, Lurker below. What an animation. Love of that animation. Alright. So, we have the board. We have a low Theb to come. Curious to see where we can go with Bandersmosh. Interesting. Giving me minions. I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. I mean, we're probably going to use them to trade in now to the taunt, but sure. The Black Knight was tempting, but I think we can do better from Bandersmosh. And the trading in here seems fine. Now we only get, you know, two minions there instead of 3. But 2 doppelgangsters is fine. It gets the battle cry in the pool. It means that when we do play the Shudderwock, it'll still be fine. And it is Jade Druid, confirmed. There's the Jade Idol. Happy days. The Skeleton Knight. Oh god, no, definitely not. I could play 2 5-drops here. The question is, do I want to save the lower Theb for a later turn? No. I'm just going to play the lower Theb now with the double battle cry. I want to block out any more spells. I guess Ultimate Infestation kind of scares me as well. But yeah, I feel like blocking out another Ferocious Howl, another Branching Paths, Open Summons. Alright, this is pretty cool. We get a clear board. And we get Talion. Beautiful entrance for Talion. Not the Bandersmosh minion that I was hoping for there, but again, we've got more turns ahead of us. Oh, here we go. It's Malfurion. That means things are getting serious. Okay. Feels like the Druid is stalling for time here. That is of no great value to me. Hemet, no thank you. Guess it's trade, trade, trade. See what comes out here? Oh! Okay, I was not expecting anything to come out from hand. I was just thinking, hey, Jade Druid, spells and Jade Idols. Actually, I just realised Yogs are on. And they probably run Ysera Unleashed too. Interesting. Interesting. Well, we've denied them the Yogg value, and that's a big deal, potentially. Raven Idol. That's potentially scary in terms of what they can find. Yep, Iron Beak Cow. Amazing. Great pickup. Prioritising on killing the Talion there. I guess they don't want Talion brought back to hand. It seems they're more scared of Talion than Lotheb. Interesting. Ticketus! Oh, well, we could play Reno Jackson and corrupt the Ticketus, but then we can't play the Ticketus, we don't have the mana. That's really annoying. If only we had access to the coin, right? Can you imagine if we had a coin in our hand on this turn? We could Reno Ticketus. It would be incredible. We seem to have frozen ever so slightly. Bear with me as we try and get things back on track. There we go, we're back. Okay, cool. So yes, Ticketus Reno, if only we could make it happen. Still, we'll see what Bandersmosh offers us next turn. Dark Whispers. Ooh, very fancy. We could Hagatha's Scheme here, you know. Feels like an absolute waste, but it's a board clear, potentially. Oh, Mankrik. Ooh, Maelstrom Portal. Very handy pickup. See what we get. That's useful. Okay. Double the battle cry on the Mankrik. Now, Some would argue not very smart, because now Reno Jackson is invalid, can't be played. But I'm banking on the fact that we will draw one of our Olgras, right? Yes, I'm just banking on that. That we'll draw it in time, and then we can play Reno. And couple more Mankricks to hand. Could be useful, could be handy. I mean, the damage is going to add up over time, right? It's going to add up over time. Trust me, he says. Toxfin. Okay. High Inquisitor Whitemane. We could just trade everything in and get everything back.
Such choices.
Or we could just Hagatha's scheme.
Bring me their tusks!
Choices, choices.
Name, please?
Right.
Arise, my champions!
Arise, my champions. That is a beautiful animation. Beautiful effect. Okay. So. Come on, Mr. Druid. What have you got? I really want to play these other Mankricks, but I'm also aware of the fact that the more Mankricks I play, the worse it's going to be for me playing Reno Jackson, right? And our health total, we're at 16. Soon to be 13. This is actually quite dodgy territory now. The Druid is at 54, including armor. Oh, Mankrik! Or Olgra. It's so sad. Just listening to that guttural scream. Well, let's take the opportunity. We're gonna be rich. Let's just do it while we can. Okay. Freeze the face. If we freeze the face, does that do anything here? I don't think so. We'll just chill. Do you know what I'm waiting for now? I'm waiting for Ysera Unleashed. Oh, hello. My dream is your nightmare. My favourite card in all of Hearthstone, for those of you that don't know. I play a lot of Jade Druid, and I just absolutely adore Ysera Unleashed. Great card. So, Firemancer Flurgl would be a good pickup at some point soon. I could have doubled that battle cry.
Curses.
Misplay. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I don't want too many Olgras in my deck. We've got 2 in there currently. I've just realised then that Zephyrus becomes invalid because of this. That's the downside then of Mankrik, right? Or putting multiple Olgras into your deck. It is the downside. You invalidate your Highlander cards. But it's so much fun, right? That's the trade-off. It's just so much fun. Devolve could be useful later. Can't play the Zephyrus. Not that I'd want to play Zephyrus here. Freeze the Ysera seems sensible. We don't take 4 damage. But here they come. Here come the portals. 3/3 is fine. 2-1. Even better. I'll take that. Can we continue getting smaller? No, we get bigger. That's a 5-6. It's not the end of the world. Okay, I'll take those dragons. That is fine. At least we're not facing down 12-12 Deathwings. Oh, we may well be facing down 12-12 Deathwings, depending on what UI gives them here. 5-5. Okay. Eight. Ugh, that's gonna sting. Okay. I would really, really like Firemancer Flurgl here. Geppetto should be able to give us Flurgl based on the cards we have left in the deck.
I'll make you a real toy.
Very nice. So this is a board clear, and it is absolutely beautiful. Alright. Goodbye, dragons. Murlocs greater than dragons confirmed.
I'm almost out
Oh,
of cards.
more portals. And what do they get? It's fine.
I'm out of cards.
Ah, that's tiny. Hello, friend, indeed. So what does this come down to now? Big green men versus Mankricks? Is that what it comes down to? Versus the Shudderwock? I guess so. Alright. Currently, they're not big green men. They are medium-sized green men. But they're going to grow. But we have the Lothar battle cry in the pool. So once we start to play the Shudderwock, I think we're going to be in a really good position. I think we just win the game. The question is, how much longer do I want to drag this game out for? Olgra, here we go.
I do not have any cards.
And another one.
Death is eternal.
Beautiful.
It's not.
They had to know that was going to happen. If they've been keeping track, of course. Goodbye, Flurgl. Alright.
Chill out.
So... is it time? Is it time? I think it is.
Here for the tour?
Here we go.
My jaws that bite. My claws that catch.
Armor. Lothar. That's not a Shudderwock. Oh dear. Okay. Sure. No Shudderwock. Olgra. Olgra. That's not a Shudderwock. Okay. Okay. Sure. Fine. Okay. Okay, you can stop now. I'm not getting a Shudderwock back to hand, and that really disappoints me. So did I screw that up? I imagine I should not have played that turn with other stuff on the board. That I should have waited for an empty board to play the Shudderwock in order to get Shudderwocks back to hand.
My hand is too full.
Mill the Olgra. That's really sad. Oh god, listen to those screams. Yikes. Painful. Misplay on my part. Could have played the Ice Fishing to create space in my hand. Is now going to mill a card? Oh dear lord. I am misplaying this game like crazy. Please forgive me. I'm just so in awe of this deck. And of Mankrik in particular.
Impressive.
Anyway, it's game over, right? We have Devolve. Who cares?
My hand is too full.
Who cares about milling a card when you can do this? And there are no taunts in the way. Oh, that was an experience. That was an experience. Alright, let's get into our next game. Let us see if we can do a better job now of playing this deck. Let's try and minimise our misplays a little. Now that we're a little bit more familiar with the deck, we're at Diamond 5. And it's a priest. Should be interesting. I love this opening hand. I love the Questing Explorer. Card draw, more card draw, I love that too.
Of course it's the right way.
Beautiful opening. Oh gosh, all the card draw we could ever want or wish for. Manatide Totem, beautiful. So if the priest will just hurry up and end the turn,
Glory to the whole.
then I'll just play the Manatide Totem. Oh, Shadow Visions. Big Priest, hello. Well, won't this be an interesting game?
This wasn't on the
We
map.
do not run Hex in this deck, but we do have Devolve, and we do have Devolving Missiles. We also have Zephyrus that could get us a Hex. Hex against Big Priest is just tremendously great, right? Get them resurrecting frogs consistently, and you just win the game.
This wasn't on the map. Armor! Lightly used armor.
So we need to get the Zephyrus, I think. If this is Big Priest, we do need the Zephyrus. Shadow Visions, Palm Reading in that order would suggest Big Priest to me. Oh, here we go. Oh, God. And that's not what you want to see. Dealing with two threats. The Warlord is concerning because we can't kill it
This wasn't on the
in one go. They get the Death Rattle body. So that's really awkward. Zephyrus does show up though. We have the Ice Fishing to draw the Flurgl for an emergency board clear, if needed. Oh dear lord, that's a bit concerning. I mean, it's frozen, that's something. Going face, wow, okay.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Now, all of these are interesting options potentially. Betrayal deals with 2 minions, but they get the Death Rattle. Hex. Shadow Word Ruin kills all 3, but then there's 2 Death Rattles. Again, curse the Death Rattle. So I'm going to go with Hex. I think it is crucial
This wasn't on the
that we get a frog in the pool. We want them to be resurrecting frogs eventually. So I think it's crucial that we do that. There is a 10-7 on the board that is probably going to be smashing our face. Okay, that's fine. Goodbye, Zephyrus. I wanted to get Zephyrus back to hand potentially with Barrista, but that's not going to happen. Am I forced now to Ice Fishing and to draw the Flurgl to clear this board? We can't take 17.
I ain't talking.
Oh god, there's nothing in hand. Wow, it's just all spells. That is scary. I was hoping to get a big minion out, just kill it off. This taunt, I think, is also important to protect my face from the 5 damage that's on board. Okay, they get a frog back. That's really useful. Ooh, ignoring the Flurgl. Mistake. Big, big mistake.
Double pump Azarano, extra Starware, High Mountain Ice Cream for Mana Spice coming right up.
Okay, 2 Toxfins to hand. Really, really good. Sadly, this is not a board clear. They get the death rattle. I'm not going to trade. I want to see what they do. Do they trade the 5/9 into the Flurgl? If they do not, I have another Toxfin. Oh my goodness, you are going face. You are greedy. So I'm just going to clear the board again. Surely you trade into the Flurgl to stop me doing shenanigans like this. Alright. Lotheb hopefully blocks out resurrection spells that are big. So maybe now they just play a big minion from hand, but we can trade in. Okay. That's annoying. It's got a death rattle. We don't like that. Goodbye, Flurgl. You did a good job.
Name, please?
We can clear everything here. Because the problem is that the scrapyard is in the pool now. It's very annoying. How long can this go on? I don't want 2 of those in the deck. I don't want 2 Olgras in the deck. I should have played that first, then hero powered, then played the taunts, right? Mistake on my part? Maybe. I'm looking for Reno here. I think that's crucial. And we get it. Get the Talion and the Reno. Wow. Useful.
This is not what we stood for. We're gonna be rich.
So I'm feeling a lot more comfortable now about this game. I'm at 30. I have the Shudderwock soon to come. Just want to get Zola played. Notice that we haven't played Bandersmosh. Oh! Okay. Give it all back to me. Sure. Useless. We'll just flood the board. Go super wide. And that's it. Wow. That is an interesting win. That is a really interesting win. Okay, so Poison's a Shudderwock Shaman deck, as you saw in this video, really good against Big Priest, clearly. Just be careful with your Mankricks, be careful with how many Mankricks you play, and also keep your eye on the Bandersmosh. So many fun potential cards that you can play from that can really turn the tide of a game or add an interesting new dimension to the game. So yes, absolutely a massive fan of Bandersmosh in the deck. The other final thing to say is don't be too obsessed with perfect plays with this deck. Because of the composition of the deck, just have fun, right? Just keep having fun, and I guess the ultimate aim is to get lots and lots of Olgras into your deck via the Shudderwock, and then just have multiple Olgras onto the board hitting your opponent in the face turn after turn. I guess that's the ultimate aim of the deck, and that just makes this a super fun deck to play. It may not be the most competitive Shudderwock deck out there, but goodness me, this is the most fun I've had in weeks with Hearthstone. So thank you very much to Poison for this deck. Very much appreciated. So my next video will continue with the Shudderwock theme, and it is going to be a elemental Shudderwock deck. Yes, elemental Shudderwock is a thing, and it works. It's really, really good. So until next time, please look after yourselves, everyone. Please take care of yourselves, and as always, please be good to one another. I will see you all again soon for more Wild Mode fun.